Welcome back to another episode of Cactus Core Plays Asagao Academy. My name is Bobby.
I'm Kevandre.
And last time we showed up at... Oh no, wait. We found the golden boots.
Yeah, we found the golden boots.
And...
They were very clandestine boots.
Right. And then the Englishman caught us.
Shane.
And then he was like, hey, you guys need to fuck off.
The Englishman.
Right. And then it was like, oh my, we're sorry, we didn't know, blah, 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 blah. And then now we're at here, and I guess next to PBG's room.
Yeah, PBG and John's room.
And John's room, there we go. And they're holding a tournament for not Super Smash Bros.
Stupendous smashing, or
Stomping
sisters.
Yeah, stupendous stomping sisters, there we go.
Right.
And Shane's here, and he hasn't said anything yet, but I imagine drama is coming.
You can feel the tension in the room.
Right, and Satch is the one who knocks.
Yeah,
so
he did in fact knock.
That was great.
And yes, that joke made it into the last episode.
Yeah.
You just barely squeaked in there.
Oh, thank you. Squoke. Yeah, I'll take it.
I like squoke better than squeaked.
Yeah.
I assume that squeaked is probably the correct one, but I like squoke better.
Yeah. So we're sticking with that. And anyways, now it's on to this stupendous Stomping Sisters tournament.
The tournament.
Yeah.
I scuttled to the side of the room, against PBG's bed and next to mine. We'd been sitting with them at lunch, but it wasn't until just now that I realized how crazy having all the normal boots guys in one room could be. 9 adolescent men in one room. 2 women. Do the math.
Yeah.
Not to mention all friends, all part of the same club.
Lots of sharing going on. No problems.
Their personalities mingled in different ways, and I almost couldn't focus over the myriad of inside jokes, shouting voices and flailing limbs and other things.
Yes.
Oh yes, also, Jirard and Satch are apparently married, is what they said last time. Is that Jirard said that Satch was the best husband?
Yes, that is right, because he brought the bagels.
Yes.
Yes.
That is, until the character selection screen came on.
And you could tell, because serious music has happened.
Yes. In the blink of an eye, the controllers were gone. PBG glanced over at me and noticing that I didn't have one, offered me his.
No, really, I'm not good at these kinds of games.
There's no way you're worse than me, or Jimmy for that matter. Seeing as he didn't want to take no for an answer, I grabbed the controller and selected my character. Turby. He was cute and bouncy. Even though he didn't seem super powerful, he looked like an easy enough character for a beginner to grasp. Although there was something in the eyes and beak that seemed a little...
Yeah! Is everybody ready?
I swallowed hard. The controller already slippery from my sweat. I never played Stomp before, though I watched others do so. I don't like Stomp. No.
Nope.
I looked at the buttons on the controller, trying to guess at what button did what. One of the top buttons probably jumped. Obviously, the analog stick moved the character. They selected a stage, something with cute little houses and smallish animals bopping around in the background.
Oh yeah.
And the countdown began. There were buttons on the back that clicked when you hit them, but I didn't know what they did. 3, 2, oh. There was a weird blue button on the top right, but not on the left. 2. And another analog stick? What was that for the camera? How could we all control the camera at once? No, it's not. 1.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Go!
I know. Die, Shane, die!
What the hell? Attack everyone, not just me.
But you're my mortal enemy.
That checks out.
Yeah, that seems right. Josh, what was that for? I wasn't even fighting you.
You were wide open and death waits for no one.
You're next.
The battle began, and in a display of slight mercy, the boys left me alone to wander the field and get a sense of my character.
Oh, that does jump.
I hit the jump button again, and again, and again, watching my character float higher and higher towards the sky.
Yeah, I can fly!
My joy was cut short as a Noki ball emerged from nowhere and pegged my pink blob in the eye. I fell off the side of the screen, and despite trying to jump back up, it wouldn't let me.
Why?
Look at you.
Turby can kind of hover for a while, but eventually he gets too full of air and has to land. Otherwise he'd be OP.
Oh.
He is OP in the CPU CS.
Yeah.
When in doubt, down B. Yeah, that's true. Also. Especially for beginners.
Yeah, that's true. Down B?
In the commotion of the match, again with the dubstep gun here.
Yeah.
In the commotion of the match, curses and death threats mixing with the clack of controllers, nobody was listening to what Nick was saying. The key to getting someone to hear you in this commotion, it seemed, was shouting their name at the beginning of your sentence. That's just like real life.
Yeah, that seems right. Let's see, he was the go get him guy, right?
Yeah.
Jirard! What was his voice?
Very similar.
Oh, just, Satch! I don't fucking know.
I frowned as my pink little blob fell back onto the map.
I don't remember my voice.
Following Nick's advice, I hit down B. A cloud appeared from my pink guy and he became a rock.
What?
Thank you, Hana. I don't understand.
What would a rock do? I repeated the move multiple times, always turning into a rock of some sort on the ground, never hurting anybody near me. Suddenly an explosion rocked the ground and Turby flew into the air just as I hit down B.
No.
To my surprise, he formed into a rock and fell directly onto John's head. His Nario was sent flying off the screen and died.
Hey, you're on my shit list.
Nice.
I'm very sorry.
It didn't take long after that for me to die 5 pitiful, painful deaths. But as my little Turby tumbled off the screen for the 6th and final time, a small surge of pride hit me. I killed John, the Jontron, even if by accident. I handed my controller to Mai and sat back completely satisfied. If it weren't for the fact that it was Mai's turn, I'd jump back in, eager to find other strategies for murdering my friends and potentially stirring up a hit list a mile long.
Sounds like a good girl.
So this was the joy of games.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Now you getting it?
Murder your friends.
Yeah.
After playing a few rounds, the official tournament started. People played one-on-one matches against each other, slowly thinning out the competition over time. Mai went before me and was, rather unfairly, pitted against Jared. Every blow he doled out to her was, in her mind, some form of actual physical contact, at least by judging by the way that she was shivered when she was hit it was. Yes.
Yes.
Unsurprisingly, she died almost immediately. Rip. I was the last person, set to go against Pupagoo. The other chuckled at me as I passed the controllers. Don't worry, Hana. PBG's the easiest of all of us. You're bound to beat him. Aw, come on, guys. Don't worry, Hana. I'll go easy on you. I nodded as PBG picked the most level playing field, a small platform floating out in space. The match started and PBG graciously held his players still. Go ahead and test your moves.
You're a great friend.
Ah, that's real nice of you, PBG.
Yeah. Real nice.
Yeah, John's just gonna fucking murder Hana in her sleep.
Yeah.
I tested my moves, and while doing so, my hand brushed against the yellow stick. Turby did a menacing low kick, and my eyebrows raised. That looked powerful. Ready to go?
Yeah.
I think so.
PBG charged at me from across the stream. When he came close enough for me to hit, I pushed the yellow stick in his direction. He flew across the screen. My mouth fell open. PBG grit his teeth. I see how it is. No more Mr. Nice Guy then. I partially doubted that PBG had a non-nice bone in his body, but the match had begun. Well, stick around and find out, Mama.
Yeah.
It was a long battle, a surprisingly long battle. We seemed to be evenly matched, right up until the very end, when I smashed him off the screen with Turby's hammer. Bum, bum, bum. What? I set the controller down quietly, not particularly happy about having crushed PBG in my second ever match of Stomp. PBG nodded solemnly. I guess I lost then.
Whoa!
Damn, Hannah! That was some natural born talent right there. I don't really think so. Anyway, the next match is Shane versus Paul.
Yeah, that's a good Jared.
Sure, why not?
PBG remained quiet
I don't know
for
what
a
these
while
people sound like.
after that. Yeah, you'd think that by now, after several weeks of playing this game, Bobby would have watched anything.
Yeah.
I know he's seen JonTron,
A few times.
and he's seen Jirard.
Yeah. At least once.
Zettel, Stranger.
Yeah.
That might be it. PBG remained quiet for a while after that. It wasn't until the third round that he joined in again, cheering with the rest of the guys. And even his beloved Satch he hasn't visited. I even visited him, and he's almost got an ASMR quality to his videos. Like, the way he talks, like, it sounds like the back of your headphones.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, there's, like, rain coming down, in his most recent one, anyway, that he did about Night in the Woods. So it's pretty interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, he cheered with the rest of the guys. My match rolled around, but this time I was up against Jared, and this time I lost in only a few minutes. I set the controller down again, happy to no longer have responsibility over the life and death of inanimate pixels. As I did so, I saw Paul lean in to whisper something to Shane, whose eyes flew wide open, then his face shut down. Over my dead body. Their eyes slid to me and I looked away. They were talking about me, weren't they? I scooted over to Mai, feeling more comfortable near her than any of the guys.
Yeah, just shack up with Mai.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, she is best girl.
We cheered for Jared right up until the very end. He lost to a supernaturally agile Shane, who was seemingly being fueled by the rage of 1,000 demonic toddlers.
It seems like a Shane thing. Everyone, that was a great round. It looks like we're in even better shape than last year.
Yeah,
Well, all of us except PBG.
get destroyed.
Fuck you, Pupgoo.
That was uncalled for. PBG's new video today was pretty good.
Yeah, your face is uncalled for.
Correct.
Totally deserved. Anyways, I'm tired, so get out of my room. Please.
He grinned broadly, not finding anything wrong with how he summarily dismissed us. Mai and I gathered our things and left the room with the others, who, laughing and joking, dispersed in all different directions. Together we shuffled home. We fell through the doorway, exhausted, with barely enough energy to change into our PJs. Mai leaped onto her bed with a happy sigh. Oh, hon, I'm so glad you came to Asagao.
As if this couldn't have happened without me here.
Mai shoved her face into her pillow and emitted a muffled reply.
Thanks, Kenny.
I had to dab,
Yeah, whatever you say.
and it hurt because I got a tetanus shot in my arm, and I shouldn't have moved my arm in that fashion. It's pain.
You'll be fine.
It's
Quit being a
pure
baby.
pain and hell
Oh yeah?
mixed into a needle.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna become like an anti-vaxxer now? Not because you're against the vaccines themselves, just
Just
because
'cause
shots hurt?
I don't like how the arm feels for like several days.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that noise. I fell onto my bed, staring at the rungs that kept Mai and her mattress from collapsing onto me and smothering me to death in the night.
That was really fun. Video games are fun, Mai.
No shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Really? She shuffled around on top of her bed. I mean, I thought it was okay. It was passable. Don't know if I'd call it super fun or anything.
Really?
No? I loved it.
She chuckled. Seems like you found your calling.
I'm sure I have.
It should have been. Above me, Mai yawned.
Let's just go to sleep.
Yeah, what she said. I'm exhausted. Smiling, I got up and turned out our light.
Good night.
Good night, Hana.
Good night, Mai.
As the chill weather of early spring faded and warmth stretched across Asagao, I itched to go outside. With Satch's book in hand, I took to the streets. Since many people realized how rare this moment was, most of the usual benches and grassy spots were taken. I kept walking until I came to the soccer field. There was a practice game being held, and PBG and his friend Jeff were running across the field. Being a skirmish, the bleachers were almost completely empty. Students scattered their shiny metal seats, but there were more than enough room for me. In one swift motion, practiced many times over my life, I sat down, spun my backpack into the space next to me, and pulled out my book. I was nearly done with it, and I wanted to see if I could finish it today. It was due a few days ago, so I was under pressure. Yeah. At a pause in my reading, I looked up to watch Pubagoo on the field. A shock of color at the base of the bleachers caught my eye. It looked like some kind of metallic candy wrapper, and a pang of annoyance struck me. There was a trash can nearby. Why litter? But as I jumped down the steps of the bleacher and nearly slipped off one, it became clear that it wasn't trash. The colors changed as the angle of the light did. It was an iridescent purple figurine. Itty Bitty and a kitty! Was it Jirard's? He was the only person I knew who collected them. Well, obviously other people at the school do, though, since he was trading them. I held it up to the nearest student, who shook his head. I was free for a while. Jirard was really into the IBK scene, so if it wasn't his, he'd probably know who it belonged to. One problem. I had no idea where his room was. Conveniently, at that moment, Pupagoo ran off the field to get a drink. I approached him, holding the kitty in front of myself like a talisman. Back, beast! Back!
The power of kitty compels you.
Yeah.
Hey, Pupagoo. Do you know Jirard's room number? I think he dropped this.
I held the kitty up again, and it glimmered in the sun, much like PBG just now, with all his physical activity.
Shining, shimmering splendor.
Oh, Jirard was just here. It has to be his. I asked him to bring me my goalie gloves. I wasn't ready to take McJones's place today. McJones being PBG's brother.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why his name is McJones, but he always just says, "Oh, it's McJones." His room is right across from mine.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Hey,
Hey.
You did really high pitch for Jeff.
Did I do really high pitch for Joe?
Well, high pitch for you anyway.
Oh, just, hey! Hurry up, PBG!
Not that high pitch.
Alright, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't remember this guy.
Look, okay, never mind, Charlie. PBG groaned. It wasn't much of a break.
see ya.
Gotta go. Good luck! He took a huge gulp from his water bottle, then poured the rest on his head and jumped back into the game. His teammates patted him on the back as he rejoined them. I placed the IBK into my uniform's Lilliputian pocket and headed to Bluebell. As I entered Bluebell House, a passing boy frowned at me. Was I even allowed to be here by myself? I shook my head. There was no time to be afraid. Today I had a mission. Just as PBG had said, there's a door right across from his room. I knocked and fished the IBK from my pocket. Shane answered the door, not at all pleased to see me.
Hi, Shane. How are you?
He was Jirard's roommate. Why was he Jirard's roommate? I tried to laugh to diffuse the situation, but it was weak. I felt like I was only making things worse. I didn't know what went on in Shane's mind. Just gaming, mostly. He looked at the IBK in my hands. Jirard should be back in a few minutes.
Okay, I'll just wait in the common room. When he gets back, can you tell him to try and find me?
I could read downstairs. Even if it took Jirard an hour to get back, I could keep myself occupied. Shane sighed and leaned against the doorframe. I could tell him, but it would be much easier if he just waited in here. He put his hand out, gesturing me inside.
Alright. Thanks.
I want to see what Shane's route is. I'm gonna have to look up a Let's Play of it. I entered the room and stood smack in the middle of it. Shane plopped into a chair in front of what must have been his desk. I sat down in what I assumed to be Jirard's chair on the opposite side. This looks like a much larger room than, like, John and PBG's.
It probably is.
Why didn't they do the tournament in here, then?
Because they have much neater, cleaner, more organized stuff, and you don't invite PBG into a room with that because he'd fuck it up.
Would he?
I don't know.
That's my question.
You're the one who's seen PBG stuff.
You're just assigning random things to these people.
Yeah, it's almost like we're playing a dating sim, and I have to keep them separate in my mind.
Okay. Fair enough. Shane swiveled around and started to click something on his laptop. Seeing as he wasn't much for small talk, I turned to observing the room. The room was well decorated, one could say. There was a lot of itty bitty kitties, each arranged neatly with its brethren of similar design. Every empty space not filled with school-related objects was covered by the pads of a cute little cat, or at least the sealed box of one. Even parts of Shane's shelves had IBK on them. I had to admit, it was kind of endearing. Something about the dedication required was sweet.
Hey!
Do you collect itty bitty kitties too?
Not really. They're Jirard's. I don't mind.
I see.
I see. It's kind of niche. I'm surprised you're into them.
Oh no, I don't collect them. I just found this one on the side of the field. PBG said Jirard was there earlier, so I came to find out whether it was his.
My hastiness to disown the figure did not go unnoticed by Shane, who made a face at me.
If it's not Jirard's, he'll probably know whose it is. Right?
It's probably Jirard's. I smoothed my thumb over the plastic kitty absent-mindedly. Shane returned to whatever he was doing online, and I conversed with the figure in my hand. Who's a pretty kitty? Who's a pretty kitty? You are! Jirard came back about 2 minutes later.
Hey, Shane.
Hey, Shane! And, Hana?
Were you trying to do like the Chris Griffin, just, what?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more Bold the Beautiful.
Oh, okay.
That time was just like, I now pronounce you man and horse? And the horse walks into the fucking chapel.
Pronounce you man and horse. Okay.
Hold it right there, Padre.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's great. He held 2 coffees in his hands. Suddenly he turned pink. Oh, girl? Jirard wants to hit that. And what are you 2 doing in here? Alone. Together.
With my kitties.
We're gonna complete it. We're not doing anything. Hana was looking for you.
Really?
See, that's kind of why I was doing his a little more high-pitched, because he gets up there, right?
Yeah, I gotcha.
How can I help, Hana? He gave a coffee to Shane and offered the other one to me. Here, take mine. I would have gotten you one too if I knew you were here.
That's really nice of you, but no thanks. I just came to see if this was yours.
For what felt like the 10th time in the last hour, I displayed the Itty Bitty Kitty.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes!
Oh, snap.
Jirard almost dropped his coffee as he leaped forward. I lost this today. Where did you find it?
It was near the field. PPG told me that you were there earlier, so I wanted to give it back to you.
Look at this happy Shane face.
Shane is happy when his man is happy.
Yeah. I now ship it.
Yeah.
No. AmandaFlagg is too cute for Jirard to be gay. He's got to stick with her.
Look, you don't have to be one or the other
Nah,
anymore.
okay.
It's the 21st century.
Shane can just be part of the whole thing.
Yeah,
But she's great and I love her, so
that's fair.
I don't want to break her heart.
Maybe she's into it.
I handed the figure to Jirard, who looked about ready to kiss it.
You're the best.
Thank you, Hana. Thank you! You didn't have to do this, but you did, and I don't know what I would have done without you.
It wasn't any trouble at all. It looked pretty rare.
They're special.
It's not as rare as you would think, but it's still very special to me. I'm so glad you were the one to find it. I shouldn't have been so careless.
Don't beat yourself up about it. What matters now is that you have it back.
Maybe zip up your pockets next time.
Our pockets don't have zippers, Shane.
You
dick.
fucking idiot. I mean, they laugh every time I say idiot like that. I don't know
Yeah.
why. You bet I'll take a little precautions to make sure this never happens again. He placed it delicately on the shelf with the other kitties that had the same iridescent properties. Jirard looked at me while I viewed his hard-earned assemblage. I don't know how I feel about that sentence.
I like it a
I
lot.
don't know if
I'm gonna constantly refer to Jirard's junk, as you know that I talk about it all the time,
Of course.
as his hard-earned assemblage.
Yeah. He always completes it.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Or finishes it, anyway. Oh, duh, Jirard, you dummy. How dumb of me not to at least introduce you to my collection. Sorry.
Okay.
In this room, I have 247 Itty Bitty Kitties for every shape and size. Alright, he's got more of those than I have of Amiibo, which is impressive. I have a fucking lot of Amiibo.
Yeah, and Jirard has more.
That son of a bitch. He probably has a complete Amiibo collection, actually.
Yeah.
This is the newest set, the Catastrophes.
Love
They're
it.
a band. What?
Love it. Catastrophes.
Yes, I say. Oh, sorry. The Catastrophes. They're a band. They're really popular right now. I traded my rare extras for these the other day. The one you brought back to me is from a set of 4 that are called the Opalescents. Currently, they're the only shinies. Shinies, huh? They were so pretty. My gaze fixated on them. I'm just missing the last Opalescent. It's a purple one, Princess Pumpernickel. I've tried everywhere, but no one seems to have them in stock. But there's only 3 copies in the world, so it's not really surprising. It's more surprising that I managed to get these ones. I have one of the most complete collections in the world. People think the Kitties Company gives me the newest figures, but I earn all my IBK.
I can tell this took a lot of hard work. I'm amazed at how much effort you've put into this.
Having gone through a similar thing with the Amiibos, I really appreciate it when people have a collection like that. You know, I had the thing where I was waking up at midnight because I got a tweet alert saying, oh, this Amiibo figure's up for buying on this website right now at regular price. And so I would wake the fuck up and do it. And that was awesome. I miss that. But, you know, it's not really the same anymore with these new ones because it's just such a trickle now. But it was so much fun back then in 2015. That was a good year for blowing money on figurines that you'll never use.
I used to go to like trade shows and expos and all that stuff as a kid with my Pokemon card collection folder, and would be trading and dealing all over the place. And I remember one time my mom, for the first time, my mom was like, "Is this okay for him to be here? I mean, I'm afraid these people are going to take advantage of him," because she knew how much I cared about my collection.
Right.
And no, I had no problems dealing with those people and scamming some of them because I grew up with some very high-powered lawyers.
That checks out.
You learn shit.
You fleeced the shit out of everyone.
Some of them.
Yeah. Nice. I'm very impressed.
Look, I was always willing to do a fair deal, but if they tried to fleece me, I was like, no, I'm coming back to you. Hold on a second. And then I'd fleece them back.
See, that's the difference between like the collectible cards like that and like the amiibos, is that I was unwilling to pay more than market price for these. With the exception of like 3 or 4 of them, I think I paid a little bit extra. But I tried to always get it from a location that was selling it legitimately, not secondhand.
Mm-hmm.
Which was part of the fun there. Because, I mean, I had remembered watching my friend spend his life savings on Exodia cards, and I just judged the shit out of him.
That's kind of dumb.
I mean, his life savings when he was like 10. So that's not that much, but it was enough that I was like, you're spending this on cards?
Especially since those little shits were banned, like, right out the gate. As soon as they made a ban list, they were right on top of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I always thought the Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing was stupid anyway. Anyway, back at it. We're getting off topic. Kind of. He sighed heavily and sat down on his bed.
Completed.
Thanks, Hana. I just wish I could get the last figure. I could finish my collection and the kitties would have all their friends together in one place.
I wish I could help.
Don't worry about it, Hana. This is my battle to fight. I nodded, then glanced back at my watch.
See you later.
Oh, I should go. I really wanted to finish my book today. But if you ever need help, I'm here.
Yeah, what are you going to do to help him finish the Itty Bitty Kitty collection?
Seduce somebody.
Oh, yeah. Find somebody with it and just be like, hey, babe. I'll trade my virginity for your Princess Pumpernickel. I stood up, then waved to the both of them.
Look, we judge, but
it's a thing, I know. Bye, Hana. Thanks again.
Bye.
See ya. It's hard to do a British accent in 2 words. Thankfully, I managed to finish my book. It took more time than I expected, though, and by the time I got back to my room, it was dark outside. It's a pity about the ROUSs, because that was the worst part of the book.
I'm not going to fall into your bait. The RUSs was fine.
When I opened
You're
the
a piece
door
of shit.
to my room, the lights were off. I flicked them on, and the huddled form of Mai hugging a stuffed purple bear appeared on her bed.
Hello.
I'm back.
Mai glanced at me, then buried her face again in her bear. Was she sulking? It was unlike her to be so unenergetic.
Are you okay? That doesn't sound very okay.
Mai glanced at me again, her face a light shade of pink, like she was holding her breath.
You know you can tell me anything. You've helped me out a lot, so it's the least I can do in return, right? Besides, we're friends.
Get in the pillow fort and let's talk.
Yeah.
Mai sighed and threw the bear on the floor, where it lay as if screaming in agony.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
No, that sounds about right.
It's not fair. Why are you the main character?
Because my hair.
Yeah, but look at her hair.
Yeah, that's nice.
Look, man, she's like a step away from Jenny, so she's right there.
But we can't seduce her.
You gotta mod it.
What do you think I'm working on?
Is that what you're working on?
Maybe?
That
It's
checks
part
out.
of it.
It's part of it. Okay. She sighed again. I know it's terrible to think like this, but even though I'm really happy for you, getting to be friends with those guys, it's just not fair. Those guys? Who? The Normal Boots Club?
I can't believe this.
It's just like I've been a fan of them for so long and I've loved Jirard forever, and then here you come out of the blue with your pink hair, and just like that, you're friends. She snapped her fingers and half the galaxy died
Yeah.
in front of her face.
Half the Normal Boots Club disappeared.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh fuck!
But here I've been trying this whole time, and Jirard didn't even know my name. He does now.
Yeah.
I know I'm being stupid, and I feel bad, and I still...
Mine. You dumb bitch.
Some friend you are? Oh, fuck that.
No, they're her friends too. Come on.
This one?
Yeah.
Maya smiled weakly at me.
Maya's best girl. We're not gonna break her heart.
Jesus Christ. They wouldn't be my friends if it wasn't for you. Yeah, because they assaulted me.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep. She turned over and closed her eyes without even taking off her uniform.
Go take it off for her.
Yeah.
Look, I really want to ship with Maya.
Yeah, it's a good one. I turned off the light and walked to the bear she threw in the middle of the room.
I'm sorry, too.
To the bear? I said it quietly, but even as the words left my lips, I knew they were a lie. That you were sorry? Oh, fuck you, Hana. You want to call it here?
Sure.
About half an hour. So, gonna call it. It's been an eventful episode.
Right. We beat up PubGoo.
Yeah, PubGoo.
And Stupendous Stomping Sisters.
Yes.
Right. And then we found an Itty Bitty Kitty. And we shipped Jirard and Shane.
Yes. And AmandaFlagg.
And AmandaFlagg. All three together. Like, Amanda is really just for Jirard. But Jirard gets shared with Shane. And Amanda's really into it, like she watches.
Yeah.
So, that's the shipping going on in my head.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Don't know how Shane feels about it.
Yeah, he's into whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just ask first. He's
Oh,
the
yeah?
one who responds to my tweets.
That's fair.
Anyway, so let's do some shoutouts. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
I'm going to do shoutouts to the, I believe, the only remaining Normal Boots person. If I'm wrong, I'm going to just punch myself in the face. But
we'll have to double check.
we'll have to double check.
Make sure we got them all.
Doing a shoutout to Continue. Now, I've said before that these are the guys that I know the least about. I haven't watched them regularly. But I've seen a few videos, and they seem to kind of do just an episode where they kind of do like an abridged Let's Play, and they kind of talk about it the whole time. So even though it's like a Let's Play, it's all in one video. And then they kind of do the rating and stuff at the end. It's really interesting. And I think that for those kinds of videos, like the supercuts and stuff, I think it takes... I'm only really attracted to certain YouTubers doing that. Like, I can watch Alpharad do that all day.
Okay.
But even some other people that I legitimately like to watch their regular videos, I have a problem watching those. So maybe that's why I haven't really clung on to Continue. But they seem like really cool guys. I know that Paul is good friends with Satch, which is cool. And one of them, I want to say Josh, was on the podcast with Satch. They co-hosted that podcast that was around for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, so shout outs to Continue, guys. I went and checked if they were still active, and they are, so that's cool. They don't post all the time, but you know, they do
Hey,
more
that's
often
pretty cool.
than some of them.
Yeah.
So shout outs to those guys.
Very nice. My shout out is going to go towards a YouTube channel that I discovered fairly recently, and I've been trying really hard not to spam Kevandre's inbox with the videos. Megumi Studios JP. They take submissions of a whole bunch of people doing stuff based off like anime events. So they're reenacting things like the Chica dance that you may have seen some people do. And it's adorable. And I like watching them a whole lot. And I'll just hop on their channel and watch them for like 5 hours rather than doing actual work. Because I want to.
Impressive.
It's that strange kind of addicting to where you see like, you know, people just, oh hey, here's this anime dance, and they're doing it, and they even try to do like a little bit of cosplay into it, stuff like that. And it's really endearing to seeing people just enjoying doing that. And yeah.
So that Chica dance video that you sent me was this?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
And I've been wanting to send you a lot more. There's a whole bunch that I've managed to be pasted. I'm like, no, I'm not going to send this.
Here's the difference between me and Bobby. He sends me a video, I watch it. I send him a video. He will watch 5 seconds and then skip ahead and be like, oh, that's funny, and then stop. I'm like, this motherfucker, like, come on now.
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
I send him videos with the intention of him looking at it going, oh, that's kind of cool, but that's not for me, and not watching it. I didn't learn until recently that all the ASMR videos that I've been sending him of, people doing like unique cosplays or, hey, this is a really cool thing that we were just talking about. And somebody did ASMR in it. I just send it to him, expecting him to go, huh, neat. No, he's been watching that shit, even though he hates ASMR.
I don't hate ASMR, I just don't really get it.
He hates it.
Though I thoroughly enjoy heckling it sometimes. That vampire one was really fun to heckle.
Yes.
But,
He's talking about a seafoam kitten.
yeah. She's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we're going to call it here. We'll see you guys next time with more Asagao. Hopefully we'll be able to get to on an actual route soon. I don't know how long that takes.
Yeah, this game is much longer than I thought it would be, which is great.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm actually having a pretty good time with it, and it's good for me practicing my narrating. I didn't fuck up once during the narration this episode, only during the dialogue.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was keeping track of it.
Yeah, and you're about to edit, so you'll probably see it again too.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, fuck!
Yeah. Also, for anybody who's watching this, thank you a lot for liking our One Marvelous Scene video.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
And then subscribing. we went from like 40-something subscribers to, I think it was at 115,
yeah.
Right? Just in a couple weeks since right before Endgame came out, so
yeah,
we really appreciate you guys for coming and sticking around. And we're probably going to do a couple more videos like that too. But we don't have anything on the docket right now, and this is still going to be primarily a Let's Play channel. But we're not against doing something like that every now and again.
Yeah, I think that one video right now is over 5,000 views.
Yeah, it's
our
probably
next highest video is at 80.
I think it's in the 90s, right?
Maybe.
One of the direct reaction videos.
Yeah.
I bet E3 is going to be good, though.
No.
Look, I'm taking that week off. I'm going to have live reactions for every conference, including the ones I don't give a shit about.
Unless Nando plugs us? No, it ain't going to be that good.
I'll make him plug us.
Oh, okay. You have fun with that.
Oh, I will.
Anyways, just want to say thank you to all of our new fans, and thank you for watching the video.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Except that one dude who just liked that video. Fuck you.
Fuck that guy. Whoever that was. I still think it was David. Anyway. Alright, guys. I'll see you next time.
Thanks so much, guys.
Bye.